Hello there and welcome to another Summer of Synths video. My name is Bo and this summer I have invited 5 guest creators to create YouTube videos for my channel because I am on vacation. Not a very warm and sunny vacation, but it's vacation nonetheless. And now it started to rain. Today's special guest is actually somebody who knows the Swedish weather really well because she's from Sweden too. And her name is Elin and she makes some wonderful music with her Euro rack. And today she's gonna take us on a beautiful journey exploring different setups for ambient music.
Hey, my name is Elin. Thanks for having me, Bo. As I live on the west coast, the sun is always shining here. I'm gonna show you 3 setups that I use to make ambient music. I hope you'll enjoy it, and maybe you'll even find some tools that you can use in your own music production. But for now, let's just enjoy this beautiful breeze. Okay, let's go. First one. This one I call the cracker. Let's enjoy this for a while and then get back to the patch notes. We're back. I'm gonna walk you through this patch and I'm sorry for my shaky camera action. Okay, so first off we have a loop running in the manual grains unit on the ER301, which is a granular looper. That is a freaking hard word to say. I'm triggering the grains with velvet noise to get some random action and some unpredictable textures. I'm also using an LFO from the Teletype's expander to modulate the start point to get some variation going. Next up is a melodic sequence from Just Friends being triggered by Teletype. As you can see to the left on the Teletype, there's a tracker-like sequence going on, which is triggering the Just Friends module behind the panels using I2C. I'm processing the Just Friends voice through 3 sisters, and the sisters are being modulated with an LFO coming from Teletype's expander. Okay, here it comes, the Strega. It's just gorgeous. Strega is also being sequenced by Monome Teletype. You can see the tracker sequency thing to the right. I'm working on some polar rhythms there too. I'm taking the Just Friends voice through the Strega as well, just to get some modulation going internally in the Strega. Strega has a clean triangle output, which I'm also adding to the mix, sort of like a bass line, just to make the Strega sequence more noticeable. Last up, we have my voice. I've read a poem into the Morphagene, and I just wanted to add some more frequencies to the patch, just give it some more texture. I'm running the whole patch through Imitor Versio, which is a delay module. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Some reverb in the end. I'm using OTO Machines BAM. So for this one, I'm using the Teenage Engineering OP1 and the Monome Norns. First off, I'm starting with a piano sample in the OP1. I'm speeding up the tape to make my first recording. There's nothing in sync here, I don't have a metronome or anything, I'm just playing to get some melodic content. Taking down the tape speed to get this like slow and wobbly, almost drunk feel. Time to add a pad to this. Changing the tape speed again and recording my pad. This is also a great way to practice learning different keys when you're changing the tape speed up and down. So now we have the melodic piano, we have an ambient pad going on. I'm adding the field recording I made on the site. Some birds and noise and cars and stuff. I'm changing the tape speed again. I'm using a script in Norns called Bounce, which is a delay looper. It's like small loopers. And they've been recording while I was changing the tape speed up and down. So that's why it sounds like crap. I need to reset it and start recording some new loops. There it is. I'm adding some more melodic content. I'm using the Tombola sequencer, which is one of my favorites. It's just very... it just has this organic feel that I like. Now I'm recording the tombola sequence. I'm shifting the octaves up and down to get some variation. Changing the tape speed again. So when I record at different tape speeds, I make sure that some of the content is like high in a high pitch or higher octaves. So when I turn the tape down, I still have a range of frequencies, and not everything is just down the basement. Here comes bounce again. Well, that's it. So here's the last one. I'm calling it the Poly Fancy Pants. I'm using Novation Peak and the Monome Norns. On Monome Norns, I'm running the Orca script, which I'm gonna show you a bit more about later. Let's just listen to it first. The fun thing about the Novation Peak, I think, is the modulation matrix. You can assign LFOs to whatever parameters you want, almost. And this is what I'm doing in this patch or in this video. I'm modulating the filters, I'm modulating the voices, I'm modulating the envelope, I'm modulating the effects, just to get that dynamic that I like. Okay, Monome Norns. What is it? It's basically a small computer. And in this computer, you put in scripts. Scripts that's written by people around the world in the community. And it can be a sequencer, it can be a delay, it can be a synth voice, it can be a reverb. It's a really fun box, and I'm gonna add a link below if you want to read more about it. For this patch, I'm using the Orca sequencer. And what the hell is the Orca sequencer? Well, I'm not really sure myself because I don't know a lot about it. I've just dipped my toe into this world with coding and programming stuff. But if you read on the internet, it says it's a esoteric programming language. In my words, it's basically like a small modular synth that you can program yourself. Okay, so the modules, in quotation marks, that you use in Orca are called operators. And as you see to the top left, I have 2 clock operators, one modulating the other one. Those clock operators are then modulating my generator operator. And the generator operator is sending out E's and S's. And when the E's and the S's hit something else, they trig it, or they bang, as it's called in the Orca language. To the right, you have a row of MIDI commands. And whenever an E hits one of these MIDI commands, it sends a trigger, or it sends the command into the peak. And the MIDI operators have channel, which MIDI channel, they have which octave, which note, which velocity, and which length. I'm also using a little looper operator, and it's basically a small buffer that's being captured from the input, and I'm sending the peak into the norms. And I'm using clock operators to scrub the loop and change the rate of it. If you want to know more about Orca, click the link in the description. So thanks for listening. I hope you'll have a great summer, and don't be strangers. If you want to contact me and ask me questions about something that I said that was confusing, or if there's something that interests you, don't be afraid to reach out. Thanks, Bo, again for having me. And yeah, that's it. I'm out.
Thank you, Elin, for taking us on this journey here. And if you want to go and subscribe to her, I'll leave her socials down in the description. So go and check her out. And as always, have a great summer, great vacation, and I'll see you later in August.